Good day everyone, I am Phil Pashi and I'm representing Triumph College. Today, I'll be discussing the risk AI poses in the developing world order. The world is currently experiencing what many scholars refer to as Fourth Industrial Revolution, an era in which artificial intelligence, cloud computing, big data, biotechnologies, and Internet of Things have affected every aspect of human life. Among these technologies, artificial intelligence is perhaps the most powerful and influential. It is affecting every area of our life. It's affecting every area of our lives. It improves efficiency and makes life easier. Despite its advantages, it also poses serious disadvantages, especially to developing countries. We'll be diving into its meaning, its benefits, the risks it poses to developing countries, and possible solutions to these challenges. Artificial intelligence, commonly known as AI, can be defined as the ability of machines and computer systems to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. These tasks include learning, problem-solving, decision-making, understanding languages, and recognizing patterns. It can be seen in online shopping websites. Cyber security, facial recognition systems, biotechnology, and so on. AI offers lots of advantages to individuals and nations at large. It improves efficiency by automating repetitive tasks and increasing productivity. In education, AI-powered tools help students create personalized learning experiences and improves access to information. In healthcare, AI helps doctors diagnose diseases more quickly and accurately. Also, it supports agriculture through weather forecasting, crop monitoring, and better farm management. Furthermore, it boosts business and economic growth by helping businesses operate effectively. Despite its advantages, it also poses serious disadvantages, especially to developing countries. To understand the impact of AI to these countries, it is important to define them. Developing countries are nations that are still working towards achieving higher levels of economic development and improved living standards. They often face challenges such as poverty, unemployment, limited infrastructure, and restricted access to technology. Economically, AI can replace workers in factories that rely on repetitive tasks, leading to job losses and increased unemployment. This may widen the gap between the rich and the poor. For example, within 2024 to 2025, Duolingo, a language language company, reduced its company's workforce by 10% after adopting generative AI. The company later stated that it no longer uses human contractors to perform tasks that AI could easily perform, making it one of the clearest examples of artificial intelligence directly replacing human workforce. Socially, it can cause digital divide. This refers to the gap between those who have access to technology and those with little or no access at all. This can create inequality as those with access may benefit and those with little or limited access to technology. It can also be used to spread false information, leading to social confusion and tension. In 2026, an AI-generated fake voice note falsely attributed to the Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu spread on social media. It was later confirmed to be fabricated, showing that AI can be used to spread false information and mislead the public. From a civil perspective, AI may threaten privacy as personal data may be collected without proper protection. This can also make biased decisions when they are trained on unfair data, leading to discriminations in areas such as employment and public services. In addition, AI can be used by criminals to commit cyber attacks and online fraud. Many of these developing countries not yet have strong cybersecurity systems to defend against such attacks. For example, in 2026, scammers used an AI-generated fake video call to trick an employee of the engineering company Arup into transferring $25 million to the scammers. This shows how AI can be used to trick people and scam them. In order to reduce these risks to developing countries, governments should invest in education and digital skills training so that the citizens will understand the impact of AI and how to use AI to their own advantage. Also, governments should create laws that regulate the use of AI in order to prohibit overdependence and lack of creativity, especially in students. Government should also invest in strong cybersecurity systems so as to improve their cybersecurity force to defend against cyber attacks and threats. Also, criminals who use AI should be arrested and punished severely. If these risks are taken seriously, the risk AI poses to developing countries will be greatly reduced, so making AI benefit everyone rather than a small portion of the society. Thank you.
Artificial intelligence is not the future, it is the present. We are told to plug in, to update, to progress. But the question nobody is asking is who was AI built for and who was left out of the manual. I am Makimbo Amotolani and I am here to talk on the risks that AI poses in the developing world order. The risk is not that AI is evil. The risk is AI without context. As for the developing world, these risks can be shown in ways like data bias, job and unemployment, culture. AI is only as smart as the data it was trained on. In India, farming AI trained on American crops gave farmers wrong planting day and their harvest failed. In Brazil, facial recognition failed to recognize Afro-Brazilian faces. In Africa, loan algorithm did not see any digital bank history and decides that a person does not exist. If AI was never trained to see you, AI will work against you. Artificial intelligence is hungry, not for food, but for work. In South Korea, not for food, but for work. In South Korea, AI replaced 1 to 3 factory workers in less than 5 years. In Kenya, chatbots replaced customer service roles overnight. If we bring AI or robots into our country without training our people, then millions of people will lose their jobs with no backup plan. In Philippines, students use ChatGPT for their essay assessments, but Tagalogs provide are rapidly decreasing in classrooms. But what happens when there is no light, no internet, no teacher to guide them? They get the answers, but lose the question. AI can help, but without our languages, without our proverbs, without our ways of solving problems under the mango tree, we lose who we are. Artificial intelligence is not a problem to solve, it is the future. Code is not a problem to solve, it is part of the solution. Code without context is colonialism, is 5G. So I'm not saying no to AI. I'm saying ekabo, bienvenido, swagatai. I'm saying welcome. But first, train on our languages, hire our minds, learn our ways. Because if the future is going to be artificial, you should be smart enough to know that Africa is not a problem to solve. It is part of the solution. Ways that we can solve the risk of AI in the developing world This risk can be reduced, but in order for that to happen, government, schools, businesses and individuals have to work together. Government should create laws that regulate the responsible use of AI and promote workers from unfair job losses. Schools should teach digital literacy and critical thinking skills so as for students to be able to understand the way to use AI wisely. Individuals should be able to balance the use of AI and human interactions and independent thinking. If we can, by adopting all these measures, we can be able to reduce the risk of AI and the developing world can be able to enjoy the benefits of AI. Thank you.
In conclusion, AI has the potential to transform the society, but it can also cause risks such as economic risks, social risks, cybersecurity risks, and even civil risks. So if these solutions are taken carefully, AI will benefit everyone rather than a small portion of the society. Thank you.